So, again, the concept of a triangle, and you get to do the complete opposite. From a triangle, from the closed guard on the back. Triangles, oftentimes, you get more power on the back. So I got the triangle one here, okay? I'm pulling his head. I push his arm across here, right here. Grab my shin. He's got his shoulder in. I bring my knee out here. Get the angle here, guys. I want to get this angle here so I can reach, grab my own knee, crunch, squeeze, and finish, okay? So what are the mechanics? Lock it, head's already down, reach, grab my knee. A triangle is not this. That's an arm lock. You're reaching, crunching, and I want to do this here. Ideally, if I can get him here, it's even better because I can begin to crunch more and get a torquey squeeze as my knees start to compress. So whenever you do triangles, this right here can pop your own foot and it's not tight. So you're here, this is first, and I'm making like a C with my heel and I'm squeezing. See how that is squeezing here? Yeah. So I can't grab the head. I like to grab the knee and then you squeeze. All right? So I need to do the opposite. So what you're gonna do is, he locks up the triangle, okay, pulls the head. Okay. First thing I need to keep looking up, making it a little bit difficult. But let's say he pushes it all the way across, go ahead. Okay. And now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna frame his hip and immediately start pulling here. Okay. I wanna frame about his hip and walk my hip to the right. Okay. If he tries to crunch and pull my head in, it's very difficult for him to reach it because I'm putting a lot of pressure on his foot. And if you notice, I can breathe, okay? If I let him pull me in, that's kind of really tough right there, okay? So if one of my voice, so once again, look, you go on the inside of that knee, and I'm gonna pull here, okay? See, I'm okay here. Now my right knee is framing his hip. It's a process. It was a process to get into it, process to get out of it. So as I pull, I'm gonna now drive my shoulder into that calf, which puts pressure on that foot, and then I wanna get here. And then, north-south matrix. Go. Whoop, he escaped. Okay, does that make sense? So, yeah. So that's the beautiful part about the north-south matrix. So it puts me in the triangle. So whenever you're caught here, so whenever you're here, he immediately has to get 2-on-1 on the head. First pulls the head, pulls it down, and his left hand now goes to his shin. Yes. Bring your knee up more. Yes. So my shoulder's out. From here, I'm gonna go. Okay, and I beat him to it here. You can put your hand here. And I'm just opening this up. So I need to get an angle right here. Okay? So it's like my right knee, I'll do it from here. Yes. So my right knee is kind of at his back, and I'm gonna pull this and drive my shoulder to push his, whatever bone that is, Clara, beneath the knee, the femur.
Sounds good, yeah.
The femur. And I'm gonna pull and frame, drive it here. Now for me, I don't wanna just pop up. I'd rather step over, walk my hips back, and get it into north-south matrix. And then I have femours and I have
what is your right knee doing?
My right knee, I'm gonna show you. So what I wanna do is he gets me here, you pull my head, I'm like, oh, dude, okay. So we're here, and I go, whoa, get my head here, pull that knee, frame his hip or his rib, and I wanna get this angle here, because I need to drive that way, okay? So I frame it here, okay? So I'm driving forward, it unlocks it, I keep it, step over, walk it back, and still control him. Because I don't want to go back into his guard. Because if I go forward, I'll go back into his guard. It's got a lot more options there. I'm going in the path of least resistance and least construction. Does that make sense?
So you're opening it up and then backing out, essentially.
If I go, you can go, because the fundamental rule for triangles, you look up, 2 in, 2 out. So it works also like this. So you push that arm in, shut the triangle. I'm here. Look. go 2 out. You know what I mean? So you're rolling this knee out. So even if you get caught in the triangle here, he shoots it, I get here, and I look up. I go here, okay? Yeah, maybe you'll have an omoplata here, okay? But you gotta be ready for that. Here, looking up. I can go in, I go double out. Does that make sense? So this is a deep triangle escape variation, okay? Because you're here, you're like, oh, okay? So as he pulls it, I'm gonna roll him to that side, I'm gonna beat him to it. Because if I don't, he'll move my arm across, he'll crunch, he'll grab his knee. That's his knee. Now this really sucks. It's harder for me to pull it. No, I'm not dead, because I'm framing his hip here. If he starts pulling it, his knee, this is where you go like this. And he goes up top. Still keep pulling it. Still keep trying. Started trying to pull my arm. So there's also a roll to the back variation if it's super deep. But if you initiate that arm across, frame it, and pull it, you're going to be ahead of him at least a step. So you can bring him one more time. So it's for here, you push there. I'm like, oh shit. See, I'm going to walk it there. Here, yeah, and I'm pulling, and I'm walking it here. Now I see him, because I can see his face. I'm like, yeah, so now you got to watch out so he doesn't grab your arm and do this with it, and then you're all, whoa, okay? So here, secure your arm here, and I keep driving here, and then you darce him, but then he'll escape from the darce because he's learned the darce escape. Okay? So one last time. Everything consistent. Head up. Frame it. One. Here. And then walk your hips here. And then I'm gonna drive. There we go. Now I'm gonna have my hands here. I'm gonna keep here. Because what would be the point for me to go like this? Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to do that. It's like I was born and then I'm going right back in there. You know what I mean? All right, let's try it. 1, 2, 3. I'm like, whoa, it sucks out here. I'm going back in.